Hey, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be setting up a load game function, much like what you can see happening in the background right now. I know I should have done this before, but I had some difficulties trying to set it up. But now that I have, let's get into it. First, we're going to head over to variables, add a new variable, add save game, make it an object reference to the save game blueprint we created before. We'll add another variable, call that one body color, make that a material instance, object reference. Then we're going to add another variable, call that one wheels color. This one's also going to be another material instance. We're going to save, we're going to compile, then we're going to head over, find an available spot somewhere in the blueprints, create a custom event, name that one input, search for get player controller, drag off, search for disable input, connect up, drag off and search for delay node. For now we're going to set this to 1 second. Search for another get player controller, drag off from the return value, search for enable input, connect that up, and then just drag over everything, add a comment and say enable and disable input. This won't be needed right now, this will be used later on. It's not important right now, this is just to make things a little bit easier later on in the series. Zoom out, zoom back in, find an available spot because it's going to be a lot of code for this. Add another custom event, call that one load game. Drag off from there, search for does save game exist. Add the slot name. The slot names would be the same as what was used for the save data. Drag off and then search for a branch node. Drag off from the true value, search for load game from slot, add the same slot name as in the previous one. It has to be the same, spelled exactly the same. Search from return value and search for cost to BP save game. And then from the bottom one, search for the body color, the variable that was added now, and then drag off again from as BP save game, and then search for set save game. Drag off from the body color, search set body color, connect up, right click and get mesh. It should be right at the, like literally right at the bottom. Drag off from the get mesh that was just added, set material, connect up. The material index should be 2 because it matches with the vehicle's body color. If you don't know which it is, just go over to the vehicle, open it up and look for the material instances there. Add another custom event, name that on wheels load from the branch node in the false value. Drag off and add the wheels at the end of the previous one. From set material, add again the same function which is created. From the wheels load, search again for it does save game exist, enter slot name for where the wheels were saved, add another branch node, connect up. From the true value, yet again search for load game from slot, add the slot name for the wheels, add another cust2 BP save game, drag off from the as save game, get the wheel color, then add another get mesh. From the get mesh, search for set material, connect BP, connect the color, set it to 3. Below that, right click, add another custom event. We're gonna name this one engine. From the branch node, from the false value, add another one at the end again, same thing. Add the function for the engine load. this is just so that if the first one fails, then it will go over to the next one and the next one and the next one, so forth and so forth. Add some comments so that you know which piece of code is made to load what for each vehicle. That's just so everything can look nice and tidy. Neat code is some good code right there. Drag down the engine load. Then we're going to do the same things again. Drag off from the custom event, does if it exists. Add the slot name that holds the engine data. Add a branch node. From the true value, load save game from slot. Enter the slot name. Add another cust2 save game. But yeah, this one's gonna be a little bit different because we're gonna be adding several of these. So from each one, you need to have the get stage 1, get stage 2, and get stage 3, as well as set each one. So from the as BP save game, you're gonna have to drag off 3 times and then search for each one. So the stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and then from the targets, you then search for a set stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3, and then connect all those up one after the other. Make sure it is from the vehicle blueprint and not from the save game, because with the save game it's gonna look a little bit different from what it is there. So that's important to do. And then add another custom event, create brakes load, and then after the last set, add the function for brakes load again. Add a comment, name that one load engine data. And just right click again and edit out. This is going to be the last custom event. This is going to be the one that loads the money data. Name it money load. Drag off from the brakes load. Does save game exist? Add the slot name. Just position everything nicely. Drag off, add a branch node. Connect everything up. From the false, add a money load. Then from the true, add a load game from save. Enter the slot name once more. And then add a cost to the BP save game. From as save game, drag off. Then we're going to add the get B stage 1. And then get the set for its correspondent. And we're going to do the same for stage 2. Then we're going to set that one too. Then we're going to do the same for stage 3. Set that one as well. Make sure everything is nicely connected. And then add the money load at the end. Drag over everything, add a comment. This is going to be the brakes load data. Then from the money load, drag off does save game exist. Add the slot name. Add a branch node. Make sure everything is connected. From the true value, you want to look for a load game from slot. Add the slot name for the money data. From the return value, add another cost to BP save game. As BP save game, get the get money. From the get money, drag off set money. Connect up. Add a comment. It's going to be load money data. tidy, line everything, drag over everything, add a comment over all that, and that will be the load game. And then save, compile and save. Go over to the top where it says event begin play. Just select the last three, drag off from the when we can play, add the input function we created earlier, drag off from that, add the load game input from the one we created, the initial one. Put everything a little bit closer, just make sure everything is nice and neat. Right click and search for get player controller, drag off from the return value, search for cost to vehicle, connect everything up, promote to variable, get X to return, rotation, split straight, and then just promote the top one and the middle one to variables, connect, and then just lengthen up the comment, just tidy things up a bit, they look all nice and things. Compile and save, and then play. And if you were messing around with this early on, then your car should have changed colors. If not, it's fine. We'll just head over to the garage map and test out whether everything works. Just save, go to the paint, body, select any color, go back, go to wheel, select any color, go back, stop the editor, go back into the editor, and everything should be back to the color that you had selected. And that will pretty much be it for the video. Thank you all for watching, and until next time.